G'day, Alex from Lumsden Agency. Welcome back to our monthly catch-up. I'm here with Cam Porter and we are talking the current state of the property market. Cam, explain to me briefly what exactly a buyer's agent is.
Yeah, so what we do is we save busy professionals time and stress when buying their family home or investment properties by doing all the research, negotiation and due diligence on their behalf.
A lot of people often think that we're adversaries because we're going up against each other, but I will always recommend to my clients that they use a buyer's agency because it's just having a professional who's good at what they do doing the job for you. Would you agree?
Yeah, look, absolutely. And we're starting to see a lot more people come to us now because it's getting more common practice in Australia. Most people only buy, 2 or 3 properties in their lifetime. So just knowing what to do, and they may have missed out on a lot of properties because they can't act quick enough. So what we're able to do is hold their hands through that process and do everything for them as well. And we work really well together because, when you're dealing with me, I've got a qualified buyer and I'm going to be doing everything for them as well.
Yeah, one of the things that really stands out for me is that when we talk, I'm essentially talking to 10 or 15 buyers at once, which is fantastic for me and my clients. Cam, there's a lot of uncertainty in the market right now. Talk to me about some good things that you're seeing and some things that might need a little bit of improvement.
Yeah, like any business, we need to adapt. So what worked 10 or 15 years ago doesn't work now. Look at some of the marketing, the cutting edge stuff you're even doing with marketing that a lot of people don't. I think we're going to see a lot more transparency back in the market. There's different tools like doing video tours for people, 360 cameras, so people can be anywhere in the world and see that property in its full, the great aspects about it, but also they're not so great.
Yeah, one of the things we're finding really helpful is that coincidentally, before all this happened, just because it fitted with our brand, we jumped on board with Open Negotiation, which is, sort of the best of private treaty and auction put together, and it's online. And so right now, when everything's shut down, a lot of people were scrambling to try and get a solution, and we just rolled forward. It was really, really easy. And we were already doing so much video that, you've been through a couple of our places. It just works so well.
And I think we're going to see a lot more transparency back in the market now, whereas smoke and mirrors with some of the old auction campaigns where, the agent would underquote and get people emotionally attached on the day and get the massive prices. Now we're seeing it transition. Either properties have an asking price like they always used to in the past, or there's maybe a price range, and we're going to see a lot less auction or more online auction, or just private treaty.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right. Speaking of uncertainty, I'm interested in what you're seeing in the future of the market over the next sort of 6 to 8 months. The conversations I'm having with a lot of people is that a lot of people are holding on to what they've got. Not a lot of people want to bring their property on the market right now because they just want to sort of wait and see what's going to happen. And I guess from where I'm sitting, the market's not going to suddenly spike upwards when we come out of this. It's either going to be flat for a while or it's going to drop down. So I guess from my perspective, the less risky option is to be on the market right now. And like you said, you're still buying, there's still people around looking at properties.
It just reminds me of this time last year. We're actually coming into the federal election and there was so much uncertainty at that point in time. Was there going to be a change of government? Were they going to change, negative gearing policies? So we saw less properties on the market then. Now there's even less this time around. When people are uncertain, they just don't do anything. But there's going to be opportunities come up. So a lot of people working from home now, or the kids at homeschooling, they realise the home's too small. They're actually going to want to upsize. So if they've got stable income, interest rates are the lowest they've ever been. If they've got a long-term view, 20 years, maybe it's the right time to actually upgrade the family home rather than downgrade.
I guess the best option is for people to sell right now, get their cash, come to you so that when it drops, you can buy them a great place.
Always happy to help.
Cam, tell me, what's your top tip for people who are a little bit uncertain right now, not really sure which way they should go?
I'd say get finance prepared. If you've got a secure job, get that mortgage pre-approval because there may be some opportunities come up in the next few months, and people that are on the market at the moment, that they're definite sellers. It's not necessarily about getting the highest price because there's a life event. Maybe they're downsizing or maybe moving into a retirement village. So I'm telling clients, get your pre-approvals, be ready. Because we can move on an opportunity that may present itself at this point in time.
So speak to an agent, work out where you want to move to, and just essentially be prepared.
Yeah, and I guess for sellers, you know, what their great opportunity, they've got time at home, is clean up the garden, you know, do some touch-ups, all those jobs that you never got around to because you can't travel anywhere. So yeah, I think people are going to become a lot more home proud and that as well. So, I mean, we're seeing a lot more sense of community. I know when I'm at home, we see a lot more people going for walks. So life will be different, but you know, when we come out of this, but you know, just always be prepared.
You got a success story that you can tell us?
What we're looking for at the moment is maybe some value add opportunities at the moment. So traditionally we'd seen people would renovate their properties, then bring them to market. So we've had quite a few successes with clients, you know, bought older homes that hadn't been touched in like 50 years and been able to renovate those and add value very quickly. So we've got a few of those at the moment as well. So actively we're looking for, you know, homes with good bones that we can, you know, renovate.
Cam, thanks for joining me down here this morning in beautiful Watsons Bay. I'm going to go have a coffee. I guess we can stand 2 meters apart and have one together, eh?
Fantastic. Thanks, Alex.